What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Now, I just want to talk about what I thought was some weird stuff going on, you know, with Apryl Jones and Taye Diggs. Now, Taye Diggs is a complete freaking weirdo, guys. I don't know what's going on with him and all these stupid ass dances he does on social media. His Instagram page, he putting on just crazy shit. Something's wrong with this dude. All right. But Taye Diggs, if you guys remember, like in the 90s and 2000s, he was a sex symbol, especially amongst, you know, African-American women, black men, you know, sisters loved him. But there was an issue, and the issue was that Taye Diggs was married, I believe, to a white woman. She was white or non-black, but whatever it was, she wasn't black. That was for sure. All right. He was married with her. I believe her name was Idina Menzel for some time, because they have not now divorced. And that was the issue. You know, she's a Caucasian lady and all this other stuff, and are non-black, and you know, you don't like us. That's what Searchers was saying. And he caught a lot of slack from that for many years, just like Maxwell, the singer Maxwell, caught slack from that. But now that Taye Diggs has kind of, I would say, fallen off, he has been spending time with Apryl Jones, and she has appeared in these stupid ass videos with him. You can find them doing, you know, videos on TikTok, on Instagram, just acting a goddamn fool. Now, Apryl Jones is much younger than Taye Diggs, but there's two things that Apryl Jones has, and that's positive, in her favor. Number one, she's extremely beautiful. And when I say that, I'm not trying to say because she's light skinned or anything like that. No. Now, a brother like Taye Diggs and guys like Nick Cannon, we're gonna be real. They do like the exotic looking women who are a little bit more mixed, which that is exactly what she is. All right. So she checks off in that department, even though she has 2 kids by Marion. The number two, she is in the celebrity world. It is easy for her to reach guys in that space. She was kicking with Dr. Dre. We know about The Game and stuff like that. Little Fizz. So going to Taye Diggs for her, it's almost like a lateral move, because she's in the industry and she can rub shoulders with people despite being almost 30 or above, despite being a single mom with 2 kids. It's not the same as a woman, you know, in Detroit, the single mom with 2 kids with a fat booty. It's the same thing with Sierra. The connections is how they get to where they're at. And again, I want to kind of preface to the point that a lot of people, a lot of women will look at this and be like, well, damn, Apryl Jones is doing this. I mean, I got 2 kids. I look fairly good. Well, I can get a man like, you know, like Taye Diggs. And again, the world is all about what you can touch. I know that to be true because I'm an African American. Right now, I'm in Uganda. I'm doing some projects here, and the opportunities that I have now are much greater than when I had when I was in America. Or should I say this? The opportunities I had when I came to Poland were better than what happened in America, because I was actually doing something associated with America and Poland. Once that finished, and I'm here now, I have more opportunities, not because, you know, like Uganda is such a rich country or something like that. It is in its own way. But it's just that I have more people that I know. I have more flexibility in what I can do. There are more things I can perform now than I could before. In 2015, my world was very limited. So there's more people that I could, I can hang out with. There's more places I can go. I have more friends. I have more rich friends now. I have more successful people that I know now. Also because of the internet too. But the range has evolved as I have evolved. Now, Apryl Jones, we can't say that she's necessarily evolved or anything, but she's kept herself looking very good. And she's kept herself relevant in dating people in the spaces. She's been on the reality shows. So it's easy for her to get to those guys. And again, what Apryl Jones does that a lot of women in the black community don't do, she puts herself in the way of where those guys are going to be at. It's not just about looking good. A lot of chicks look real good and they put themselves in a position where they ain't gonna meet nobody that looks good, that's gonna do something for them that night. In other words, you'll see a lot of chicks from the hood, beautiful, bad. They're hanging out with their friends who got beat up sandals at the ghetto club. Boo, what are you doing there? Are you gonna meet a millionaire over there? Absolutely not. Or you're that fine girl from Little Rock, Arkansas, and maybe you need to go and be in Atlanta where you can get discovered or something like that. Maybe you need to be in LA. And again, it's all about proximity. She's in LA. If she was in Virginia Beach, would it be different? Absolutely. But she's in where? LA. It's proximity. It's the industry. It's about who you know. It's about keeping yourself together and keeping yourself known in the industry. A lot of ladies don't look at it like this. A lot of ladies look at it as, well, I got my job, I got my education, I know I look good, God's gonna send me a man. And then you wonder about those chicks who, like, damn, she don't even look as good as me. How does she keep finding good men? Like, for example, look at Simone Biles. Simone Biles is always dating a guy that's doing something. Simone Biles, you could argue in comparisons to Apryl Jones, some of you would say, hey, she don't stand a chance. But Simone Biles is getting ready to get engaged to a football player. Why? She puts herself in the positions to where she needs to be with around the guys that she wants to be there with. Just like Kevin Samuels, I will bring him up. You know, the manosphere, at a certain point, we didn't want to really be, if I can say this, on Instagram. But guess what? That's where the superstars are at. What did Kevin Samuels do? He took his show from YouTube to Instagram, and who started pulling up? Tommy Lee. Who started pulling up? Nicki Minaj. Who started noticing him? Damon John. These people were on Instagram. Okay? That's where that's where the superstars were at. That's where the industry was at. That's where academics is at. So if you want to be in that world, you got to be around the people who you want to impress, or the people that you want to have in your circles. You got to make that sacrifice. And when you're making a lot of money on YouTube, which he was every night, to sacrifice your show and then go to Instagram and not get those super chats and stream twice a week, hey, that was kind of like, you know, let's say it's hurting the business a little bit, right? That's where his rests were wrong, though. Look at how he blew up. Now he's in that circle. Now he's with the video with Future. Why? It's called active positioning. That's a new term I'm going to appear in the manosphere. Active positioning. Where do you, as a woman, actively position yourself to find the kind of guys that you want? Most women will go to a club with some friends. You'll look like you're not approachable. Shout out to LAR movement. To the old video. And then you're not getting the kind of guys you want. Are you relying on online dating? You have to actively position. Like Apryl Jones is not going to be actively on Tinder. Why? Because she's actively positioned herself to be around the people that need to be there and keep herself relevant to stay in that space. But if you're not going to do that, you're not going to get nobody worth a goddamn. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I already appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe at the bell. Check out the first comment at the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains the all-time high. I'm out.